Hello everyone, Green Gemini here, and welcome back to the next episode of Oxygen Not Included, Spaced Out, Terrania Cluster. So you're going to see a big jump in cycles between the last episode and this episode. Couple things. One, tried to get some stuff done, but two, got about 30 minutes into recording an episode, and then all of a sudden I got a pop-up that said, hey, corruption, your video card did something and something happened, and needless to say, long story short, I lost that video, couldn't do anything with it, wasn't going to backtrack. So we're just going to kind of cover overall what's going on in the base right now and then go forward from there. Did a couple of things. I did some optimization of my computer, got a new graphics card, so things should run a lot smoother now. Oh, goodness gracious. Who's making a mess? Where and why? What are you doing, Nicola? What are you doing, dude? Are you... Oh, he's trapped. That's why. He is trapped. Okay, we need that to be done. I need to mop that nastiness up. Okay. Oh, no, he's not trapped. He's not trapped. Why is he... I don't know why he's up there. I don't understand what's happening with him. But anyway. So covering over the base, I went ahead and got some storage set up here. Basically want to put everything in here, and we'll put it on sweep only. And then that way we can start cleaning up the base. I do have... I can't remember, but we've got our mushroom caps growing up here now, which is good. We have a bunch of carbon dioxide sitting now in here. Water still pumping down through here. We need a lot more water, so we're going to start refining this down here, I think, since that is the warmer of the two. I've started building up a restroom over here for these guys, just because this is getting to be too ridiculous, honestly. And with the amount of dupes that we have and everything, you know, we've got 6 dupes in here. We need to be able to have a good restroom area for them and everything. So we've got that going on. And then I want to get, I kind of outlined this a little bit, want to get down into here, start digging this biome out, and then we can get the cool water here into this biome to kind of make the temperature shift a little bit, get us a little bit more water refined here and everything too. And then also give us the ability to set a pool of water up down here, have it pump through, like have it come over here, come down. I think this was a steam vent here. Yeah. So then have this steam vent come up and, you know, do everything that it needs to do. We have insulated tiles available to us. So there's a lot of moving parts happening right now. So, do I have... Yeah, I have radiated pipes too. We've got a bunch of copper that I've created. We have our telescope up here, but we've seen everything that we can see when it comes to the telescope, so I'm not too terribly worried about that. The advantage that we have here, this one is literally 2 spaces away, so easily get a rocket over there. This is our one that we're going to transport a dupe to eventually. But we are nowhere near that yet. We are nowhere near getting that done yet. So today what I want to focus on really is kind of getting some of this stuff cleaned up. And then I want to get our polluted water taken care of. I did put... Wow, that is really warm. I did put a bunch of polluted ice in here, and it melted. It didn't do too much for the temperature, which is fine. We're going to need a lot of power to operate this, though, and that's the other thing that I've been trying to get to as well. I want to get down here and get this power done as well. There's just so many different things that we can do and that we need to do for the base. We're just going to have to take it one step at a time. I think first priority is going to end up being, let's get this stuff built. So let's go to construction real quick here. I want to make sure that we are getting the restroom stuff taken care of first, because that's going to be a huge, huge win for us. Let's see. Let's take this pipe is going to need to come over here. It's the other reason why we need to get some refinement of water done too, because we're going to be using water for our bristle blossoms up here and for toilets. So we've got to make sure that that's taken care of. The other advantage that we have too is that we have this cool slush geyser up there. We've got some warmer water down here, polluted water there, so that's going to be okay for us to do as well. Power is going to be the biggest thing that I need to look at. So if I do this, and if we take this and go down with it, and then we'll go plumbing with that there. And that should be, yep, connects right to it. Okay. Now, what I need to be careful of is the filtration system produces something that we don't want. Produces polluted dirt or polluted something or other. Set direction left, copy settings, go over there with it. So what I'm thinking about doing is that, so if the water's going to come up here, I don't really have... I think it's going to end up, you know what? I don't even think we need to do that. Let me take this and dig this out. Because here's my idea. My idea is to take the pipes, have them come up and over this way. We'll have our wall here. We're going to need to fill this stuff in a little bit to kind of get this to come over this way. But we'll have our wall that comes over right here. The pipe will come through here. We'll have our station set up right here for the filtration, and then it will come up and go into there. So that means I'm going to need to have a pipe that comes up this way, like that. We're going to need to do a liquid bridge. Obviously, that goes over that one and then goes there and connects, like so. We'll get this stuff dug out very, very quickly. I'm going to use sedimentary rock here, since I know that this is going to be... Because there's mostly sedimentary rock and, what is that? Granite that's in here. And what I want to do is I want to create 3 wall types, push it over, and then we'll go down and deconstruct. So we'll go there. If these guys would hurry up. We're doing really good on food. I'm actually tempted to bring a 7th dupe in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have room. I mean, I have an empty bed there, so why not? Let's get that built. And then these guys are, ooh, they are done with this. Perfect. So what I like to do with this, and this is something that I saw from another YouTuber, is that, so we have our fresh water coming into here. The polluted water that comes out, the germy, nasty polluted water, comes out and goes into pipes and then feeds these thimble reeds, which will then eventually give us what we need for what is that? For clothes and stuff like that. Yeah. That's what it is. So we'll get that stuff eventually. I I like that we have a bunch of cold, polluted water up here. This is actually really going to help with some of our other water needs. This water eventually will come down here as well. Can probably get that started. I like to keep things separate as much as possible. So when you see me start digging through things, I'm like, I don't want to mix this. I don't want to mix that. It's just the way I am. So where are we at on getting this done? Almost there. Perfect. All right, so we'll get that built. We'll get this built. I'm actually going to go ahead and deconstruct those two. And then this is, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. Okay. So that is what I want to deconstruct. Is the rest of this building done? Yes. The rest of that building is done. So let's go ahead and construct all of this. Take my ladder down. All of that needs to be dug out. Okay. I've learned that I only do a priority 9 when it comes to building things. That way things don't get completely out of whack. You know, you build something real quick, and then you let them go off and do their thing for about a cycle, and then you let them come back and do something else for a cycle. You know, that way it just kind of evens everything out. So what I want to do with this is going to come over. And then if I go refinement, I'm going to do a water sieve. That's going to go here. Yeah, we're going to make this real simple because that's green, right? Yeah, so green to yellow. I always have to try and remember that. So that'll go there. This will go into here. This will come up and go over. And then that will then just dump into there. Perfect. So we will build all of that up. See, and when they work together as a group, they get things done a lot faster. They just do. Now, this is going to drain a little bit from up here, but that's okay. And then once we get this emptied, I will take the deodorizers and we'll go all the way down here. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and do that, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Let's deconstruct that and that and that. And if I remember correctly, well, hang on. Let's put that there. Let's take this. Yeah, so it goes 3 up and 3 down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. I'm sorry, 2 up and 2 down. So yeah, that goes to there, that goes to there. So I have, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just one more down here for fun. Let's go there, 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 and here. And then we'll also take our power, hook that all up. Now, obviously this one will not do anything because it's underwater, nor that one. But it will eventually. Why are we not building this yet? Oh, no. Got those two guys sleeping. Not doing another dupe yet. We'll get there eventually. Oh, because that's not dug out yet. That's why. Oh, it's abyssalite. Forgot about that. Quite alright. How are we doing on oxygen? Not too good right now, actually. That's a bad thing. How much algae? I've got 17 tons of algae, so I'm gonna go ahead and build another one of these. We can go ahead and deconstruct that along with that, I feel like. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Before you start deconstructing all of that stuff... So this one only has 510. This has 320. Okay, cancel deconstruction of that stuff. I forgot this needed power. So we'll get power down to that. Still, deconstruct that stuff. We don't need that anymore. And then, now that I'm going to go ahead and empty this, we'll go ahead and get that built over there. So we'll start cleaning up this oxygen here. The advantage that we're going to have over here is that you can see how, this is why I stopped it the way I did. There's very, very little slime lung up here because oxygen, it dies in oxygen. So it can come up and escape if it wants to, but it's going to die off. Once we start cleaning all of this up, even though we have a lot of slime lung in the polluted oxygen and everything, once that starts cleaning up and goes to oxygen, it'll die off too. So we've got that. Digging, get that out of there. Perfect. This is much better. Much, much better. I just need a couple of things for them to get this rolling here. I don't know why these guys are down here, not over here, but, you know, whatever. It's fine. Get that done whenever you can. Okay. So looking at the rest of the base, once this is complete and we start getting fresh water in here, that's going to be fantastic. I do want to go ahead and get this one blocked off. I think what I want to do is I want to have insulated tiles come up, over, and down, like this. So it creates kind of a canopy. And then we'll take radiant pipe. We'll go up and around. Hang on. So this needs to go up one further. This will go up and around to help condense it. And then I think I'll have it go... I don't know how big of a pool that I want down here. It's probably not going to be very big. But I think we'll go... bring it down here. Like that. So it'll come in from this side. So let's go insulated pipe. And let's go with granite. Okay. Are we, what are we, oh. Are you serious? I deconstructed that and then did the whole thing. Deconstructed the whole thing instead of just that one thing. See? Look at that. That's getting cleaned up. Get that built back up. This is now done. So we can deconstruct all of this. Deconstruct all the power. Okay. So this will then, I think this is going to end up being the polluted water. Yep, this will end up being the polluted water that comes over. Ooh, no, it comes down. Hold on. We gotta think through this here a little bit. So let's say what's entombed? I know, I'm getting really distracted right now. Okay. So we've got the water that will come over here. Well, it'll be down here. Let's say it'll come over this way through this. So give me my insulated thing here. This will come over. No, I think that'll work. And then it'll come down here like that. So it'll come down, it'll come up, around, through here. And then the question is, do we want to loop it until it gets to a certain temperature, or do we want to just do whatever it is and then dump it in somewhere? Because here's the other thing, too. I do have these liquid tepidizers. So I have... There's the liquid tepidizer, which is what comes in the game. And then I have a mod that has an advanced liquid heater and then an advanced liquid cooler. Now, granted, they use a decent amount of power each. But I would like to utilize this part of it rather than, you know, for natural heating and cooling. Rather than relying on something that uses up so much energy. Right? Because we don't want to do that. Fried mushrooms is already a thing. Barbecue should be a thing. That needs to go up to a 6. We need food quicker than anything else. Yeah, see, we're going to be totally fine on food now. I love it. We'll look at getting another dupe here in a minute. So this, like I said, this is going to come over. This is already working, which I love. So if we can get this done, I'll be really, really happy. So let's look at... Let's look at how this is going to be. So if this comes down here and pools here like this... and goes like that. We might have to put some temp shift plates in here. And then I have my insulated pipe that comes down. And that should warm it up enough to where we bring it down to here, it refines, and then it just comes over. But then I have to think about, too, is the water that's in here will have a liquid pump that goes here. I'm going to take the water out this way, and then it will connect to the same system that's down here. Liquid bridge will go over that way, but we're going to automate this to where I don't have any things here. Give me some more copper. I have 23 tons of it, so give me 20 more of those. We'll automate it to where this won't pump out unless the water is less than 500 at this line. If it's less than 500 at this line, then we'll... Or, I'm sorry, more than 500 at this line, we'll go ahead and pump it out. Looking at the rest of this, let's take this here. This is going to come straight across. That is going to go over. So all of that will then dump into here. Okay. And then I'm going to take this down That'll go there. Let's go refinement. Let's go water sieve here. That will go here. This will come down and go over to there. This will come down and go over like that. Fantastic. Okay, and then from this... Honestly, I don't even have to do all of that with this. This I can just take, empty it down into here, pump it up and over. I mean, the temperature here is about 70-ish, something like that. And then this over here to keep it cool. We're going to have insulated tiles. I'm going to go up. How big of a pool do I want to make this? I think I leave 2 on each side. Like so. And I think that's good, honestly. So we'll do something like that. Yeah, I think we just wrap it up in a box like that. Have it come out. And then we can even leave like a vent at the top. So like say instead of that, because it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we do 2 airflow tiles here to allow the polluted oxygen to come out. And then we put 2 deodorizers up here. Allow them to filter out the oxygen that's going to come out of it. And then we put a liquid pump right down here at the bottom. Quite honestly, I don't care if it empties out the entire thing. I think that'll be okay. And then our pipe literally just goes straight across, like so. I think it's going to be that simple. And then we'll take a liquid pump. Come on, here. For the time being, it'll be like that. This, to make sure we keep everything kosher, let's do this. Because I don't want to break into all of this and have it be completely open yet. That's not where we're at yet. I still want to clean it up, kind of like we've cleaned this up. So this does have polluted dirt coming out of it. I could do something to where I do that and that. This is giving us a lot of water right now, which I'm loving. It's a little bit warm. It is. It's a little warm, but that's all right. We can deal with a little bit of warm water. Do we want to bring another... Ooh. Decreased germ resistance. Morning attribute bonus. Oh, I like Steve. Yeah, I'm going to go with Steve. Welcome, Steve. So what I want to do here, we look at digging. We'll dig that out. And then I want to dig these 2 out. And I'm going to dig this out. And then I'm going to dig this out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of tiles in here. I want to put a tile here, and I want to put a tile here. So hold on. Actually, I need to cancel buildings. Okay. So we'll dig out these couple of things. And we'll put the pipes in as well. So all of that right there will be a 9. So we'll get that done. We'll get another one of these probably in right there as well. So that that's in the same line of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fantastic that that works out that way. Let's see. So if we can get this part right here established. Oh, I forgot that. He can't get to that right now, so let's dig that out. So if we can get this established here, then we can go ahead and get this pump up here going. I kind of want to get... I'm going to need to figure out how to do an airlock or liquid lock or something to get into here, because I don't want to have oxygen or anything like that in here. I want it to be steam only. That is all that I want in here. So I'll figure that out somehow, some way. But that at least gives us a basis for how we're going to start getting our polluted water heated up over here, filtered, put into our water tank, and that'll give us a really good supply of water. Because here's the thing, once this thing goes over pressure, you know, if this goes all the way up, which speaking of, I need to get, let's go automation, let's go hydro sensor, here with that to go there. And then I need another hydro sensor. So automation, hydro sensor here. That to go there. Okay. So this will say if it's above 500 at that level, it'll go ahead and pump it out. If this gets up to this point and it's at like 750, then it will shut that off. So the safety part of it is going to be, if that happens, all of this will shut down, but all of it will be contained, and we will still have the ability to have a bunch of water in here. The other thing, too, that we're going to be able to do is that this isn't going to be just the only water tank that we use. This is what we need for now to be able to have our sinks, lavatories, our food going. We certainly have an excess of water currently, but that is not going to be the case later on down the road. So we have to be able to kind of build for what we need in the future, as well as what we've got right now. The last thing that I want to have is an abundance of water, or too much water that I don't know what to do with. That's where we're going to have to be careful when we get into our power situation down here with the natural gas. But, you know, we'll kind of figure that out as time comes. The other thing that we are going to be able to do is once we get some oil and stuff in here, we will be able to superheat that up for us to be able to have some steam generators. I'm hoping that that goes according to how I kind of have it planned out in my mind. We'll see how that goes. But Refinement is the name of the game today, which is what we are currently doing. And I love that we have this in here now. This is going to make things so much easier. So I think what I'll do in between... Oh, look, they did get this done. That's fantastic. So in between this episode and the next, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to get a lot of this stuff dug out. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that'll be good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we'll get a lot of this dug out. We'll get this taken care of. Hopefully I can maybe get this done too. This is currently dormant. It has... Oh, I don't know how many cycles it has because I still have to research it. Okay. Well, isn't that fancy? So we get all of that done. So yeah, we've got some stuff to do. We do. We have a lot of things to do, but we are looking much, much better in the base now. I know we're 127 cycles in and we don't really have much of a base established, but that's because I wanted to do a lot of research. You can see why I wanted to do the research first was to get that done so we can just start building and start getting our base built out. Okay. So that is all I have for you guys today. Questions, comments, concerns, put it in the comment section down below. Otherwise, go ahead and hit subscribe and like the video, and I will see you guys next time.